In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to live stream and podcast at the same time. Now, if you're already live streaming, you can actually turn your live streams into podcast. It could be video podcast, it could be audio podcast that you can actually publish to platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, or YouTube Music. And still, you'll be able to publish your video podcast version on sites like YouTube. That's gonna allow you to build your personal brand, get more views and exposure. And there is no better platform to do that other than Riverside FM, which is our today's video sponsor. Now, Riverside FM is very known for podcasting. You can bring in remote guests and do what they call local recording, which allows you to record locally on your computer, high quality video and audio. Now, Riverside just had a massive upgrade where they added a live streaming feature to their platform, which allows you to still record your podcast, but at the same time be able to go live with your guests and be able to do all the recordings. All the juicy features that you had are actually still there. But with the live streaming feature, you're gonna be able to go live to multiple platforms like YouTube, Facebook, X, even custom RTMP. You're gonna be able to brand your studio. You're gonna be able to play back media files. You're gonna be able to bring in your chat and actually be able to highlight the chat on screen. So basically all the live streaming features that we are used to, and of course on the top of being able to podcast at the same time. So let's not take my time. I'm gonna show you how to do exactly that, and we're starting right now. What is going on, guys? My name is Sam. You're watching live production tips and tools helping you master live streaming. The first thing we're gonna do now, we're gonna go to riverside.fm. And as you can see, this is what the platform looks like now. The first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna have to log in or create an account if this is your first time. So what I'm gonna do, of course, because I already have an account, I'm just gonna go ahead and actually log in into my account. And once I'm logged in, this is what the user interface is gonna look like. Now, I already have multiple sessions that I have created or multiple studios that I have created. But for the purpose of this video, we're gonna go ahead and actually create another studio or another session. So to create a new studio, you're gonna go to this plus sign here, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually name it. So I'm gonna call it live stream with Riverside. And as you can see, you have an option to record only audio, but for our case, you wanna do everything, so there's no need to just record audio. Now for your transcription language, Riverside does transcribe your video. So if you wanna choose the language of your choice, again, we're gonna keep it English for the purpose of this video. If you want to schedule your recording, maybe let's say you want to schedule it 5 hours later and actually be able to send a link to the guests so they can actually get ready, you can actually do that. But for us, you're just gonna go ahead and actually click create, and we're gonna be able to actually start our creation process. Now, once you get here, again, you can still go to this icon. You can also check out the plan recording icon here when you can actually still invite your guests, schedule your recording, schedule in Google Calendar. You can even upload some videos. I'm gonna show you how to do that once we get in the studio. And you can also use some AI features. Again, Riverside FM is packed with a lot of features, even editing features. So I'm not gonna go into everything. I'll actually let you guys play with all this stuff here. But for us, we're gonna focus on the live streaming aspect and of course the podcasting aspect of it. So we're gonna go ahead and go to studio, and we're gonna go ahead and enter the studio. Now, once you get here, it's gonna ask you to name yourself. Again, my name is already there. Usually there's a camera setup tab here, but sometimes depending on the browser you're using, I think my browser has an issue. Sometimes the camera setup may not show up, and if it doesn't, don't worry about it. You can actually go ahead and make sure you have headphones, especially if you're podcasting and live streaming, because you want to avoid echoes. You want to make sure you check I'm using headphones, and make sure you have headphones for sure, for real. And then other than that, we're gonna go ahead and click join studio, and then boom. So once you join the studio, the first thing, of course, you're gonna see here is gonna give you two layouts. The layout is basically assuming you and having a guest on. Now, for me today, I don't have a guest on, but if I had a guest on, that will actually go ahead ahead and copy this link right here. It says invite people, and then you can actually either send the link by email. You can enter your guest email here, or you can simply just go ahead and open your email service and just email the link to them or text the link to them, whatever works for you. Another thing for us, we need to add the camera. So to do that, we're gonna go ahead and actually go to settings, and we're gonna go to here where it says audio and video. So this is important. Now for the camera, I'm gonna go ahead and actually, because I'm using it in Streamlabs to be able to record this video, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a virtual camera. Usually you will go here where it says no camera, and you're gonna see a list of all the cameras that you have available. So for me, I have this Streamlabs virtual camera, which is my camera that is actually recording this video. And for microphone, I have the Rodecaster Duo available as well. As you can see, it's already connected, no problem, and it's working. We have some audio coming in, no problem. The next thing we need to do is, of course, you want to make sure you choose your speakers. Again, for me, everything's connected through the Rodecaster Duo. Now, if I was live streaming or podcasting for real, not just recording a video, I would have to wear my headphones so I can actually be able to hear everything or listen to my guest as well talking to me for the purpose of podcasting. So once you have your video and audio set, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to general here. As you can see, under general, really there's nothing to change here. We already have the name of the studio. Again, with Riverside FM, you can actually have people join the stream or join the podcasting or the recording, something like a webinar, without having them actually in the studio as speakers. So if you want to do that, you have an option to enable lobby waiting room as well, so you can do that. And then the next thing, which is super exciting, we're gonna go to design. This is where you can actually upload your logo. You can also customize your design. I'm gonna show you how to do that because this is important, especially for live streaming. We're gonna go ahead and actually click to that. By the way, because I'm not gonna be bringing in any guests today, I'm just gonna keep it solo. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually remove the guest layout and just keep my layout by myself here. So what you can see here, if you go to the design function, you can see that it gives you the theme. First of all, we already did the logo. Again, I don't have to upload the logo, but if you have a logo, you can actually I actually have a logo that I have uploaded. So if you want to show your logo, you can actually click to it and it's going to show somewhere in the corner. Another thing is you can choose where you want to place it on your stream. So you can see that you have different placements on your stream. The next thing we need to choose is actually the theme. So the theme is going to affect like the look of the background and everything. So as you can see, you have custom, which is going to allow you to choose any colors that you want, especially if you want like custom colors to match your brand. Personally, I like this one, the Riverside FM one. Actually, even the second one kind of matches the look of my studio already. So this works for me. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and actually keep the Riverside FM one. Another thing is you can choose your style, so how you're gonna show your name or the lower third. So as you can see, we have bold, we have edgy, we have classic, we have fun. Personally, I think I like fun or clean, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually keep it to fun. Another thing you can do, you can also choose if you want to do like feel or fit the frame. This is gonna be very visible, especially when you are live with a guest. This is where you're gonna see the difference between feel and fit. So basically, fit is gonna de-squeeze your picture, just show like a full frame or a complete 16:9 kind of framing. And then feel is gonna zoom in a little bit and have you and your guest kind of zoomed in into the frame. You can also brand the lobby. Again, I'm not gonna take much time on this, and that's pretty much it for branding. Another thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and go back to settings by clicking this gear icon, and we're gonna go to recording. Now for recording, you want to make sure you choose recording mode. You want to make sure you choose actually video and audio. And for audio sample rate, you want to make sure you actually bump it up to 48 kilohertz. And for video here, you have the standard version or the standard option, which is going to give you 720p, which is, in my opinion, this is not what you want. So you want to go and choose actually advanced. and this is gonna give you up to 1080p. Now if you want to record in 4K, you can actually toggle this little icon here, and it's gonna give you up to 4K recording. Now personally, because I'm using a camera with 1080p and my A10 Mini Pro, it's actually 1080p, so I don't need to upscale the same 1080p image. I can actually keep it at 1080p, no need for 4K. But if you have, or you want to do 4K and you have a 4K infrastructure, you can go ahead and actually do that. For the frame rate, we can actually keep it at 24 frames per second here, and everything else you can leave it the way it is, and you can move on to the next tab, which is the most exciting one, and this is gonna be the live streaming tab. Now for live streaming, the first thing you need to do, in my opinion, because you have two options, you can live stream in 720p or 1080p. And in my opinion, you want to make sure you stream in the highest quality, which is 1080p. Now you can also choose to hide the watermark. Now depending on the tier that you actually are on, you may have this option to remove the Riverside watermark. So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and actually toggle it, so I don't want to see the watermark on my video or my live stream. Actually, you have another option here that says live stream chat. This is important because this is going to enable the live stream chat to integrate comments from all destinations in one place. So basically, if you're streaming to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or X, and maybe another custom RTMP, you're gonna be able to actually bring in all those chat messages and comments and be able to have them here in Riverside FM. And you can also highlight each comment whenever, if you want to respond to different comments coming in for your live stream, which is pretty standard nowadays. All right, you can actually go ahead and make sure it's toggled, in my opinion. And as you can see, you have all the platforms available. And again, if you have a platform that's not available for you, you can use custom RTMP to stream to that platform. Another thing you can do, by the way, I think I already mentioned it, you can multi-stream. So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and actually set up a YouTube stream, but if you wanted to add Facebook and add another platform, you can actually do that, which is super awesome. So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and actually click to YouTube. As you can see, it's gonna ask me a stream URL and a stream key. So to get that, you want to make sure you go to your YouTube channel and make sure you logged in, and you want to make sure you click to the plus sign and then hit go live. Okay, now if you want to schedule a live stream ahead of time, you can actually go ahead and do that. Or if you want to go live right away without having to schedule it, you can do that as well. So now for what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and actually click this manage button here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and schedule a stream, and then we're gonna click create new, and the title, testing Riverside live, and then description, you can keep it just testing. And then you want to make sure you choose streaming software. You want to make sure you actually upload the thumbnail. This is important. So for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and use any thumbnail just for the purpose of this video. You can go ahead and add to a playlist and do all the customization and all the good stuff back in YouTube. And I'm gonna go ahead and actually schedule it to go public so that I can get some comments and then put it the date. And I'm gonna schedule it for now actually. So right now it's actually being scheduled. Another thing that I like to do usually when I'm scheduling a live stream, I always make sure I enable auto stop. So when I start the live streaming back in the software, for this time it's gonna be Riverside, it's gonna go live automatically on YouTube, so I don't have to come here and hit the go live button. Also, when I stop live streaming in Riverside, it's gonna stop streaming on YouTube as well. So that's why I always like to toggle this. Now, what you need to do now, we're gonna need two things from this page right here. The first thing is gonna be our stream URL. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually copy the stream URL, go back to Riverside, and I'm gonna go here where it says stream URL, and I'm gonna paste the stream URL in here. And then the next thing is gonna be our stream key, and it's gonna be this one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually hit copy, and I'm gonna go to Riverside FM, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually paste the key, and I'm gonna hit the add button. So as you can see right now, we have a stream or a destination added for YouTube here in Riverside FM. If I wanted, I could do the same thing on Facebook and LinkedIn or X or Twitch or TikTok or custom RTMP, doesn't matter. And I'm gonna be able to multi-stream to multiple destinations. Now, for the purpose of this video, we're gonna keep it the way it is. And once we're done, I'm gonna go ahead and actually close. So as you can see now, I'm ready to go live. I also have for the option to choose my mic, to choose my camera, to my speaker. I also have an option to have a sort of teleprompter, so I can have my notes and everything. I even have like a script option. So if I click to it, as you can see, I can actually copy some, text and add here as a script, and I can use that as a teleprompter. So if I add something here as a, some text, I can actually start reading if I want to do that. Again, personally, I don't use teleprompters, but this could be useful if you want to have some notes to kind of follow during your live stream or recording a podcast. I actually have used this multiple times for recording podcasts using Riverside FM. It's really a great tool to have. Another thing, you can also share your screen or representation. And of course, the last button is just to leave the studio. Now, before we go live, we have a few buttons here I want you guys to pay attention to. We have the people. This is where you're going to see all your guests are going to show up here. You're also gonna see the chat button here. As you can see, you have the live chat. So when we go live, you're gonna see our chat here. And of course, we have the studio chat. This is where you can actually chat internally. So maybe with your guests or anyone else who's logged into Riverside FM who's not a viewer on YouTube or the platform where you're streaming. Now, the brand, this is we already did it. When you click to it, it's gonna give you all the branding options. And then we have text. This is where you can actually add some cool stuff. So as you can see, you have some of the text that's already pre-made for you, and then you have the timing. So if I click to this is like Riverside. As you can see, it's something you want to show on the stream. As you can see, you can show it. And then once you click to it, you have a little timer. You can decide to hide it manually, or you have a little timer here that's gonna actually allow you to stay. So as I click to it, you can turn off the timer, so it's not gonna show anything, or you can have like click to it again. And when you click to this is gonna stay for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, it's actually going to disappear. As you can see, it just disappeared, which is cool. If you want to have it stay for 10 seconds, you can do that, or 20 seconds, which is a cool feature. Really, I do like it. So you have another example here, live with live production tips and tools. So these are some of the titles or some of the text that you can actually create here in Riverside FM. You can also, like, as you can see, I can create my own. So say hello, or just something like a welcome, and then say save. So as you can see, it's gonna show up here, no problem. Whenever I want to hide it, I can hide it. I can also go here and then duplicate it or customize. If I click customize, as you can see, I can change colors. I can really make it look the way I want and make sure it's actually branded to my liking. So as you can see, it's still there. I didn't save whatever I just did, but this is a cool feature to have. The last one is gonna be media, and here you're gonna have some sound effects. As you can see, if I click to this one, you can see this is like some clapping. So you can preview it, listen to it. You can send it live if you want. And as you can see, like if you can hear some sound effects where people clap. Actually, you have some cheering. You have like, so basically these are like sound effects here that you can use while you're actually live, some drum roll. You can even upload your own. As you can see, if I click here, I can upload my own sound effects. You can also upload your own videos. So right now, as you can see, I have a video here. So if I click to it, let me go ahead. It's a demo video. It's actually no valid that I uploaded. I'm gonna stop it. I don't like it. I can go ahead and actually take it off the studio. However, if I wanted to, I can try this Riverside mobile video that's actually uploaded here. And if I click to it, I can click to it to make sure it goes live. And as you can see, as I click to it, the video is gonna play back and it's gonna push me on the side, creating this beautiful layout. So we're you're gonna see all this live. So once I'm done, of course, I can put it back in preview so that I can be the only one on the screen. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, we're going to actually go live. And when we go live, Riverside FM is actually gonna start recording our signal, video and audio. And if you had a guest, it will do the same thing. So it will actually record. And of course, while we're doing the podcasting and the live streaming, it's gonna be recording and uploading as we go to the platform. So by the time we're done recording and live streaming, we're gonna have really high quality video and audio in our studio for both me or the host and the guest as well, which is awesome. So whenever you're ready, all you gotta do is you just click go live and it's gonna count down. Right now we are actually live on YouTube. We should be live and we are recording in high quality, which is awesome. What is going on? So we're gonna go ahead and actually play along. So just say a few things just to show you what it's gonna look like. What is going on, guys? My name is Sam. You're watching Live Production Tips and Tools, and right now I am actually live and I am testing Riverside FM. Basically, I'm live streaming and I'm recording at the same time, and the recording really is supposed to be a high quality podcast recorded locally here in Riverside FM, which is awesome. So right now, if I wanted to play a video, I don't have a guest on right now, but I already have a video right here that if I wanted to play, I can actually send it live. And as you can see, the layout is going to change and the video is going to start playing. Boom. I can also pause the video if I wanted to. If I want to loop it, I can loop it. But in my opinion, I don't know why you would loop it unless it was something like an overlay or something like animated overlay or maybe some background music. You can actually loop it. If I wanted to add some clapping, I can actually go ahead and send it live. As you can see, I can hear some clapping and people watching live should be able to actually hear that. Now, if we go to YouTube real quick, just want to show you what we have right here. As you can see, we are live, no problem. We are live streaming. If I click to this link right here, I can go ahead and actually show you what people are seeing on YouTube. Guys, as you can see now, the audio is good, the video is good, no problem. People, this is what people are watching on YouTube. And what we're gonna do before we end the streaming and the recording, I'm gonna go ahead and actually leave some chats or some message so you guys can see if actually this is gonna show up back in Riverside FM. So then say hello, say testing Riverside. So we're gonna go back inside Riverside FM. I'm gonna go ahead and close this media thing. I'm gonna go to chat and then I'm gonna go to messages and see if I'm actually getting some messages. So as people sending in messages, you're gonna receive all the messages in here. And what you can do, you can actually click to each message coming in. As you can see, you still have the timer. You can choose how long you want the message to stay on screen. So let's say maybe 10 seconds, and you can just go ahead and just click to the message. And as you can see, the message is gonna show up here. Now, if I go back to YouTube, you can see that the message shows as well, no problem, as a highlighted message on the screen, which is awesome. You also have this little button where you can actually download the messages or the chat. Maybe after the stream, you wanna download all the messages that you received during your live stream, which is awesome. And if you wanna maybe look at the questions and create another video, or just respond to your audience's questions or understand better what your audience is actually asking, this is actually a cool feature. So you can go ahead and download all the messages, which is really, really awesome. So before we end the streaming, as you can see, this button here, it says 99% uploading. So basically this is Riverside FM actually uploading a higher quality of a local recording of my feed, both audio and video. Again, if I had a guest on, it would be the same thing. So as soon as I'm done, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and click stop here, and it's gonna stop the recording and on the live stream, of course, it's gonna stop the live streaming as well. So basically in few seconds you can see that the live stream is actually going to end. So as you can see back in studio, we're not getting any feed. Again, you can go ahead and click end the stream, no problem, back in YouTube. And that's gonna be it for the people watching live. So now back in Riverside, as you can see, we have now this tab that is going to appear here that says view recordings. Now if I click to it, you're gonna see that Riverside FM, actually what I just said, has been recording my video feed and audio feed, and right now it's processing, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit to finish the processing. And once it's done, we're gonna take a look at the recordings. So as you can see, our recording is actually ready now. So all you gotta do, you're gonna go ahead and click to the recording. This is gonna be like a low resolution preview of the recording, and you can also use this preview to, if I click to it, as you can see, it's not really super high quality, but if you want to use it to edit, maybe you can edit it. As you can see, you can share it if you want to share it to people. However, the higher quality files are going to be located here underneath, and this is where you're gonna find, as you can see, if I scroll down here, you can see there's this little thumbnail here that shows my face, and this is my video. As you can see, it says 9 minutes and 13 seconds, 1920 by 1080. And this is where you can actually go ahead where it says high quality. You're gonna click to it, and it's gonna give you an option to download the raw video. So you want to make sure you actually go ahead and click raw video, and as you can see, it's going to download the raw video or the raw recording. The next thing you're gonna see also is the video playback that we did. You also have that recording in here, so you can actually go ahead and download it as well if you need it. So basically, this is what they call ISO recording. So it records each file individually or each feed individually. Another thing also, you can see that the sounds or the sound effects that we played are going to be here, so you can actually go ahead and download high quality versions. Also, you have the transcript of the video, which you can actually go ahead and copy, or you can even download the transcript, no problem. As you can see, if you click on it, you have the transcript version or the subtitle version in SRT kind of format. So other than that, you can also go back to SAM, go to high quality, and you can go under audio, and you want to make sure you hit download the audio version as well in high quality. And that's pretty much it. So we're gonna go to our download folder. We're gonna go ahead and actually take a look at what we have right now. So first thing, we have the video, so we're gonna go ahead and actually check out the video. All right, so as you can see, guys, this is like a really high quality recording. It looks really good. And the next thing, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to the high quality audio. By the way, the audio you just listened to is not super high quality, although it still sounds good, but the highest quality audio is gonna be this one. And right now we are actually live on YouTube. We should be live, and we are recording in high quality, which is awesome. This is the audio is amazing, guys. Sounds really good. I sound like a radio host person, which is awesome. So what you gotta do, you're gonna go take the video and the audio into your favorite video editor and be able to edit that in a podcast. You also, like, if you had a guest, again, you can have all those feeds, everything separate, and edit that. And also you can take the audio version and publish that to platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, or YouTube Music. If you want, you can also edit everything back in Riverside FM, because Riverside FM has an editor and a lot of AI tools you can use to create really engaging content, including if you want to make like vertical videos, reels, you can do that inside Riverside FM. You can even create like automatic captions for your clips and reels. Man, Riverside FM is just crazy good. Now, one little thing that I noticed, when you download the video, you may see that your video may be kind of out of sync compared to your audio. That's gonna depend on the audio interface that you're actually using and the camera that you're using. That may happen time to time. However, that's something that you can easily fix in post-production or editing. But other than that, man, I'm super excited for what Riverside FM is actually doing for the live streaming space and podcasting space. So guys, feel free to try Riverside FM using the link down below. Now, if you want to pick up one of their paid plans, you can use my code live production to get 15% off, which is awesome. But guys, you can see that my video looks really good, but part of it is because I have a good lighting and my background is really awesome, and of course I have a good camera. But if you were starting out and you didn't have a mirrorless camera or a DSLR camera like what I have, you can still use your phone, either you have an Android phone or iPhone, as a camera wirelessly, by the way, connected to Riverside FM, and be able to record high quality content and use it to live stream, of course, guys, up to 4K quality. And if you want to know how to do that, you want to make sure you check out my next video where I'm going to show you step by step how to do exactly that. And the video is going to be linked right here. So make sure you check it out, and I'll see you there, guys. Take care.